As the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4".
Jackson looking to throw on third. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Harvey. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Switch up. Under 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Thomas has it. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hurry.
Throwing is Jackson. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mike's 47.
Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Let's go. 60 on. Mike 5-4. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Lock it. Ready.
To throw on second down. Harvey is complete to Langford. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Garvin. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Harvey looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Third down.
Looking to throw. Harvey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
64, weak. 6 guys. Ready, ready. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Switch, switch, switch. Ready.
Back to throw. Harvey. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
First down, Packers.
Come on, set. 50. Plant.
They'll run on first down. Garvin. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
50's the mark. Stop your whining.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set. In your face. So nice number one. Watch the screen. Pass. Here we go. Oh, Here we go. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Harvey. This is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Kill. 36. Squeeze. Get in there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Get ready.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by him. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch left. Alert. 3 down. So nice number one. Come on. Here we go.
From the gun, Harvey. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
3-3. So Mike number one. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Go! He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Go!
Operating from the gun, Harvey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again, Harvey. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Harvey. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
47, Mike, 47. Here we go. 47's the mic. Come on, go.
From the gun, Jackson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mike, 55.
To throw on second down. Harvey. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Harvey. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
47's the mic.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
All day, dog.
Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Going to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Colby Listenby. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Touchdown, Lions.
Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Second and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10-2, son. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better go.
Looking to throw on second down. Harvey. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Their 48-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Go on, go on. Check, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Garvin. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the double. 50. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, watch in, watch in. What happened?
On 3rd down, Garvin. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike's 40 over Army. Mike's 47. So we got me.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready? 50. Go. 54. Got one. 54 is Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You got nothing today. Go. You got nothing. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Harvey. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Charlie. Mike 50. Hey, let's get that ball. Go. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50, you're out. Check nickel. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Harvey. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the the 43. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Motion.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On first down, Garvin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 47-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side with Okoye. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Harvey. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 41, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
47's the month.
Now Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
54 Mike. Watch the screen.
On second down, Johnson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen?